God is not what you think, and you're more powerful than you know. What is Gnosticism? Imagine a secret so explosive it could unravel the very foundations of Christianity as you know it. What if ancient texts, hidden for centuries, revealed a radically different path to divine truth? Welcome to the Lost Gospels of Jesus, where we uncover all the mysteries of faith. Today we dive into Gnosticism, a movement that challenged the early church with a mind-bending vision of God and humanity. Was it heresy, or the key to ultimate enlightenment? Stay with us for a journey that will shake your beliefs and awaken your soul. Don't miss this, your truth awaits. What if ancient texts hidden for centuries revealed a radically different path to divine truth? Welcome to the Lost Gospels of Jesus, where we uncover the mysteries of faith. Today, we dive into Gnosticism, a movement that challenged the early church with a mind-bending vision of God and humanity. Was it heresy, or the key to ultimate enlightenment? Stay with us for a journey that will shake your beliefs and awaken your soul. Don't miss this, your truth awaits. The Hidden Scrolls of Nag Hammadi. Think about a world where the Christianity you know was just one of many paths, each vying for the soul of humanity. In 1945, a discovery in Egypt as Nag Hammadi Desert changed everything we thought we knew about the early church. Hidden in a cave, these ancient texts opened a window into a forgotten Christianity, where Gnostics dared to question the divine. Gnosticism, from the Greek gnosis meaning knowledge, wasn't about blind faith but a deeper, intuitive connection to God. Can you imagine the thrill of uncovering a truth that challenges everything you've been taught? The Gnostics believed humans carried a divine spark, trapped in a flawed material world created by a false god. Their ideas were so radical that the early church branded them heretics. But were they dangerous or simply misunderstood? The Nag Hammadi texts, like the secret book of John and Gospel of Thomas, revealed a Christianity far more diverse than we were told. In the first centuries after Jesus, there wasn't one true church but a tapestry of voices, each with its own vision. The Gnostics, especially the Sophians, stood out for their bold reinterpretation of the Bible. They saw the God of the Old Testament not as the ultimate deity but as Yaldabaoth, a flawed creator who trapped humanity. Shocking, isn't it? To think the God of Genesis might be a cosmic mistake? Their myths painted a universe where the true God was unknowable, far beyond our material prison. What does this mean for the Bible stories we grew up with? Were the Gnostics uncovering a hidden truth or weaving their own fantasies? These questions strike at the heart of faith, urging us to seek beyond the surface. Drop a comment below. What is the most surprising thing you've learned about Gnosticism so far? This is just the beginning, and the deeper we go, the more mind-blowing it gets. These texts were hidden for a reason, and we're uncovering why. Don't miss what's next. The Gnostic Cosmos, a divine rebellion. Imagine a universe where the God of the Bible isn't the ultimate truth, but a flawed imposter. That's the heart of the Gnostic worldview, a revelation that could reshape your entire understanding of faith. Welcome back to the Lost Gospels of Jesus, where we're unraveling the mystery of Gnosticism. The Sophians, a prominent Gnostic group, crafted a cosmic myth unlike anything in traditional Christianity. Detailed in texts like the secret book of John, their story begins with the invisible spirit, a divine essence beyond all comprehension. Have you ever pondered what lies beyond the God we know? From this spirit emanates the Pleroma, a divine realm of Aeons living reflections of God's mind, like divine thoughts in harmony. The first Aeon, Barbello, is a divine mother, radiating wisdom as the spirit's first thought. With the spirit, she begets the self-originate, often seen as Christ, forming a cosmic triad of Father, Mother, and Son. Other Aeons, like Truth, Life, and Sophia, Wisdom, follow in perfect balance, a symphony of divine light. But then, Sophia disrupts this harmony, creating without divine consent. Her act births Yaldabaoth, a deformed, lion-faced serpent cast out of the Pleroma. Ignorant of the true God, Yaldabaoth crafts our material world a flawed prison mimicking the divine. Can you feel the weight of this idea, that our world might be a cosmic mistake? This myth turns the Bible upside down, equating Yaldabaoth with the god of Genesis. To the Gnostics, he's a deluded demiurge proclaiming, "I am the Lord. There is no other." The serpent in Eden becomes a hero, a divine messenger urging Adam and Eve toward gnosis. Humans, they believe, carry a divine spark from Sophia, making us more than Yaldabaoth's creations. How does it feel to think you might hold a piece of the divine within you? The Gnostics saw Jesus as a divine teacher, sent to reveal this liberating gnosis. Unlike traditional views, they believed Jesus was purely spiritual, his human form an illusion, a belief called Gnosticism. His mission wasn't to suffer, but to teach humanity to ascend to the Pleroma through knowledge. What if salvation is about understanding, not sacrifice? Drop a comment. Does this vision of Jesus as a teacher, not a martyr, resonate with you? The Gnostics' ideas were so explosive that the early church fought to suppress them. Why were they so afraid of this truth? Stick with us. The deeper we go, the more secrets we uncover, but this knowledge is rare and fleeting. Rituals of gnosis, seeking the divine within. Imagine joining a secret ritual where every step brings you closer to the divine truth within you. That's the world of Gnostic practices, as radical as their cosmic myths. Welcome back to The Lost Gospels of Jesus, where we read diving deeper into the enigma of Gnosticism. The Sophians and other Gnostic groups didn't just tell stories. They lived their beliefs through mystical rites and intellectual quests. Their ultimate goal was gnosis, a direct connection to the divine that could free their souls from the material world. Have you ever felt a yearning for a truth beyond what's preached in church? Unlike the early church's sacraments, Gnostics practiced baptisms, possibly multiple, tied to spiritual ascent. Texts like the secret book of John mention 5 seals, a mysterious rite marking stages of enlightenment. These baptisms weren't mere rituals. They were cosmic journeys toward the invisible spirit. Picture a starlit gathering, water shimmering, as initiates shed their earthly bonds. How would it feel to believe you're touching the divine in such a moment? Gnostics rejected the Eucharist, seeing it as worship of Yaldabaoth, the false god. In the Gospel of Judas, Jesus mocks the apostles' rituals as misguided. Shocking, isn't it, to question the traditions we hold sacred? Gnostic practice was also intellectual, seeking gnosis through contemplation of self, Aeons, and the divine. This wasn't casual prayer, but a disciplined ascent, often paired with asceticism. They studied Nag Hammadi texts, debating philosophy in tight-knit circles. Can you imagine dedicating your life to chasing such a profound truth? Unlike the Proto-Orthodox's rigid hierarchy, Gnostic groups like the Valentinians had charismatic teachers. Their costly codices suggest wealthy patrons, proving they weren't marginal outcasts. Gnostics weren't secretive. They were woven into early Christianity's fabric. Valentinus, a Gnostic teacher, nearly became Bishop of Rome, showing their influence. Irenaeus complained that Valentinians blended into mainstream churches, teaching privately. Why were such integrated ideas seen as a threat? Drop a comment. Were the Gnostics silenced because they were wrong or too close to the truth? Their prominence is clear from the resources behind the Nag Hammadi codices. This was a vibrant, diverse Christianity, alive with debate and possibility. We're uncovering a faith that was a battleground, and the Gnostics were at its heart. Have you ever questioned the rituals you follow, seeking a deeper connection? Share below. What's the most intriguing Gnostic practice you've heard? The next part reveals how the church fought back. Don't miss it. This truth is fleeting. The church strikes back, silencing Gnosticism. Think about a truth so powerful it could fracture the early church's fragile unity. That's what Gnosticism represented, and the battle to silence it shaped Christianity forever. The Gnostics' cosmic myths and mystical practices weren't a mere curiosity. They challenged the Proto-Orthodox Church as authority. Figures like Irenaeus and Athanasius saw these ideas as a threat, not because they were fringe, but because they were dangerously popular. Have you ever wondered who decides what's true in matters of faith? Irenaeus, a 2nd century bishop, wrote against heresies to attack Gnostics, especially the Valentinians, for twisting scripture. Surprisingly, his descriptions align with Nag Hammadi texts like the secret book of John, showing he knew their teachings well. He condemned them to consolidate power, not because their ideas lacked merit. By the 4th century, Bishop Athanasius of Alexandria took a bolder step. In 367 CE, he issued a letter declaring the 27 books of the New Testament as the sole canon, excluding Gnostic texts. This wasn't a confident decree. Gnostic ideas still thrived, challenging his authority. Can you imagine the tension of Christians reading heretical texts under the church's nose? It was a spiritual rebellion with eternal stakes. Heresiologists like Epiphanius of Cyprus escalated the fight, accusing Gnostics of heinous acts like ritual cannibalism. No historian takes these claims seriously. They were propaganda to demonize rivals. Yet, Gnostics weren't hiding. Tertullian noted that Valentinus nearly became Bishop of Rome. Irenaeus admitted that Valentinians worship in mainstream churches, spreading their ideas. Why attack a movement so integrated into Christianity? Drop a comment. Did the church fear Gnostic ideas because they were too popular or too true? The costly Nag Hammadi codices showed Gnostics had wealthy, connected communities. This wasn't a fringe group, but a formidable force in early Christianity. As Christianity became Rome's state religion after the Council of Nicaea in 325 CE, Gnosticism began to fade. The church's imperial backing favored a unified doctrine, leaving no room for Gnostic teachings. By the 5th century, Gnostic communities had largely vanished, their texts buried or destroyed. But their ideas lingered in movements like Manichaeism and Mandaism, and perhaps the medieval Cathars. What does it mean when a truth is suppressed but never fully erased? Have you ever held a belief so strong it felt timeless? The Gnostic story shows the resilience of ideas, but at a heavy cost. We're nearing the end, but the stakes are higher than ever. Share below. What's the most shocking part of this battle for you? The final part reveals Gnosticism's lasting legacy. Don't miss this rare truth. The eternal spark, Gnosticism's lasting legacy. Imagine a divine spark, buried for centuries, now reigniting in our modern world. Welcome back to The Lost Gospels of Jesus, where we've journeyed through the heart of Gnosticism. Though Gnostic communities faded by the 5th century, their ideas have echoed through time. The 1945 Nag Hammadi discovery brought their voices back, shocking the world. Texts like the secret book of John and Gospel of Judas revealed a vibrant, diverse Christianity. Scholars like Elaine Pagels show Gnosticism as one of many Christianities, not heresy. Their ideas influenced Manichaeism, founded by Mani in the 3rd century, blending Gnostic dualism. The Mandaeans, still active today, carry Gnostic-like reverence for divine knowledge. Even medieval Cathars, rejecting the material world, echoed Gnostic themes. Can you feel the power of ideas that survive empires and purges? What does it mean for a truth to endure against all odds? Drop a comment. Which Gnostic idea speaks to you most today? Today, Gnosticism is sparking a renaissance in online forums and spiritual circles. Some identify as modern Gnostics, reviving the pursuit of gnosis in a digital age. Popular culture, from the Da Vinci Code to video games, has embraced Gnostic themes. Yet the core idea, a divine spark within us, resonates in our materialistic world. Have you ever felt trapped by life's chaos, yearning for something more? The Gnostic call to seek gnosis feels urgent in our distracted age. This isn't just history, it's a challenge to find the divine within you. The Gnostics show us Christianity was a tapestry of voices, not a single truth. Their story, revived by Nag Hammadi, reveals a faith alive with debate and wonder. What if their vision of a divine spark is still alive in you? This knowledge is scarce, a treasure few will ever uncover. Don't let this truth slip away. Act now to embrace it. Share below. How has this journey changed your view of faith? What's one question you're still burning to answer? This is the end of our journey, but your quest for truth is just beginning. The Gnostics call us to awaken, to seek the divine before it's lost to time. Subscribe to the Lost Gospels of Jesus to explore more mysteries of faith that button now. Give this video a like if it stirred your soul and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Comment below. What did you think of Gnosticism, and what mystery should we uncover next? Your journey with us is just starting. Let's keep seeking the truth together.